D'Angelo Russell, one of the greatest young guards in the entire NBA, coming off his first All-Star appearance after averaging 21 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists for the Brooklyn Nets during the 2018-2019 NBA season, and looking like he will live up to being that second overall pick back from the 2015 draft. Now, it's no doubt that D'Lo is having a tough time finding a home after being traded from the Lakers to the Nets and then again to the Golden State Warriors, and ever since his most recent trade, speculations about where the guard will end up next have already started to blossom, as NBA experts question the long-term coexistence of Russell, Curry, and Clay. As seen in my last video, the Detroit Pistons and Golden State Warriors are rumored to have started a dialogue that would send D'Lo and Willie Cauley-Stein to Detroit in exchange for Andre Drummond, Sekou Doumbouya, and a future first-round pick.
Link to that in the description below.
The Pistons would be acquiring a young all-star guard, something they have not had in years, but also a player that has a chip on his shoulder to prove he belongs. A player that would have a similar history to another former Detroit Pistons guard who was traded numerous times early in his career. 2004 Finals MVP, Chauncey Billups. Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we are going to be doing a D'Angelo Russell Detroit Pistons rebuild. If you guys not get a chance to see the Golden State Warriors version of this, link to that is in the description below. That, of course, does have Andre Drummond on the Golden State Warriors. But just a quick recap for what the trade is exactly looking like, guys. It would be D'Angelo Russell and Willie Cauley-Stein in exchange for Andre Drummond, Sekou Doumbouya, and a future first-round pick. So from the Detroit Pistons point of view, why exactly would they do this trade? Well, my best guess here is just because, for one, this team has not really had an all-star caliber guard in a very, very long time, but also it does give you a pretty good dynamic duo with D'Lo and Blake Griffin. You also have Derrick Rose off the bench. He, of course, could play in the backcourt with D'Angelo Russell at times, and that would be good. The man's only 23 years of age. He's on a pretty good contract right there, guys. 4 years, $117 million. It just gives the Pistons kind of like a building piece going forward. So I do like this trade a lot, but also you get Willie Cauley-Stein, who I personally am a pretty big fan of. I feel like a center like this is just good enough. I mean, I love Andre Drummond. He's great. You know, we can go out there and get 20 games. But fact of the matter is, in this era of basketball, you just don't really need a center like that. You need a guy that can go out there, you know, score decent enough on the inside, grab you some rebounds, play a little bit of defense, bam, you are good to go. So yes, now I don't love getting rid of Sekou Doumbouya because that guy could end up being a stud in the NBA. But let me just say, 23-year-old NBA all-star point guards don't just grow on trees. Like a guy like D'Angelo Russell, I mean, look at his career stats here, guys. Last season, all-star year, man. 21 points, 7 assists per game. And for this rebuild, because we are starting mid-December, because a trade would not be able to happen until then, he's averaging 27.7 assists. That is 2K related. So, you know, I'm not saying he will go and do that in real life, but you never really know there, man. So, yes, as far as the lineup right now, we are looking at a lineup of D'Angelo Russell, Bruce Brown, who is supposed to be the starting shooting guard for the Detroit Pistons, Tony Snell, Blake Griffin, and of course you would have Willie Cauley-Stein at the center position. The thing that makes it kind of okay, well, we gotta make another move is the fact that you do have Reggie Jackson, who would now be the backup point guard of this team. So you could kind of go towards a D'Lo, Reggie Jackson backcourt. I don't think that's really optimal just because you know, if the Golden State Warriors do end up trading D'Lo, it's because, well, he didn't really work at the shooting guard spot playing with Steph Curry on the court. So, yeah, I definitely want him to have, the reins to this team going forward. And I just think that Reggie Jackson's time, you know, being a free agent after the season, it's just time to let him go there, man. So we are going to start this rebuild off with a trade of Reggie Jackson. As far as including any other pieces, no, not really, man. Maybe I'll do a future second round pick. Ideally, I'm looking for a better starting small forward as opposed to having Tony Snell out there. There's only a 73 overall. So here we have Brook Lopez, Frank Mason. Not really liking that. Otto Porter, Tomas Satoransky. That's not too bad. It's not a bad trade, man. It's only 1 year of Otto Porter though. Tristan Thompson, Jetty Osman. I actually kind of like that, having Thompson as a backup center, and then Jetty Osman. He's fine enough. I mean, 76 overall doesn't really give us a star small forward, but it gives us an option for this season at least. Here we got Gordon Hayward, Semi Ojeleye. So this would kind of be smart because the Boston Celtics, of course, would have a decent, actually a really good scoring option off the bench in Reggie Jackson. So that does kind of make sense for both sides right there. I think so far I probably like this trade the best. And Gordon Hayward does have a player option, so we probably would accept that. But in the short term of things, it gives us a nice little trio out there of Gordon Hayward, Blake Griffin, and D'Angelo Russell. So I like that trade. We got Vika Zubac, Patrick Beverly, not really liking that. Iguodala, no. Justice Winslow, Kelly Olynyk. Not a bad trade either. I definitely don't hate that one. Malik Monk, Joe Ingles, Dante Exum, okay. So we're going to kind of scroll through these a little quicker here, see if anything like really pops off our way. And so far, I mean, like, I got some decent offers out there. You all know I love Robert Covington. I would go for him in a heartbeat, but yeah, I know you guys get kind of sick of me getting him a lot, so I will pass on him for right now. I like Gordon Hayward a lot, man, but like this trade here of Justice Winslow and Kelly Olynyk is kind of enticing just because you get like the nice scoring big man also of Kelly. And Justice Winslow not only does he have a more friendly contract than Gordon Hayward, he's also a lot younger. I think I'm going to go with this trade right here, guys. Get Justice Winslow and Kelly Olynyk. It just kind of makes sense for me because the other big-time struggle of this team is like the backup center spot. Like, we do have Christian Wood out there who's not bad, but, you know, also not fantastic. He's decent enough. And then Kelly Olynyk does give this team a bit more scoring off the bench. We will put him at center. Damn, goes down to 75 overall. Well, it's not like great, so maybe I'll just keep him at power forward. We got Markieff Morris. Yeah, put him at small forward. He goes, that's not great. Christian Wood goes down to a 72. Okay, so I'm going to keep Olynyk at power forward, and I think I'm going to try to trade for like another, like just like a backup center. So let's do a trade of Markieff Morris. And I'm probably even going to toss in Tony Snell now because I don't really see myself using him a lot in this rebuild, although I've been liking what I've seen so far in real life from him, but we are looking to improve any way possible. And yeah, Myers Leonard, I might just do that trade with the Miami Heat. We got Cody Zeller, who might be looking for a new home. Nice little hustle backup center off the bench. Pretty expensive, though. He's pretty expensive. So we got Dieng, Kent Bazemore, Mahimi. Okay, so looking like our best option is either Myers Leonard. I really don't want to do another trade with the Miami Heat, so I think I'm going to go... Damn, dude. I mean, he's only like $3 million more if you look at it in the end of the day, man. Like, it's not like that much more. He's also a rating point higher, so think of it that way. And it's not like we're going to have a lot of money in the offseason anyway to do anything. So, you know, Cody Zeller a few years ago on the Charlotte Hornets was actually a pretty solid player, man. So, yes, Derrick Rose, Olynyk, Cody Zeller. We got Bruce Brown currently on the bench right there. Looks like they want to start Luke Kennard. And then Justice Winslow, who is just like a good all-around player. I actually really like this lineup a lot here, man. I think for this season, though, I am going to go with Bruce Brown as shooting guard. As the starter, like Luke Kennard's still going to get his minutes out there. The only reason I'm doing this is just because Bruce Brown is a really good defensive player, so I do think he'll help, you know, a guy like D'Lo in the backcourt like that. Let's get Derrick Rose about 29 minutes per game. We'll get Bruce at a few more. Same with Justice Winslow. Because, like, backup small forward-wise, we don't really have, like, a ton of great options. I mean, Luke Kennard couldn't play the position, but like I said, it's not absolutely ideal. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and get you at about 30. And then I guess we'll top off Willie Cauley-Stein's minutes at about 29 a game. So system proficiency, we have a 3.5-star perimeter-centric team. Let's see, we got something looking better than that. Not looking like it. So, yep, we'll just go with perimeter-centric, which is Coach Dwayne Casey's specialty out there. And yeah, man, overall, like, this is a nice-ass team. Like, I'm all for this. I mean, if the Pistons want to do that, because we retain youthfulness with the squad. What with, you know, like, but we're also surrounding Blake Griffin with some pretty good talent out there. I think the bench is probably, like, one of the best things about this team. But I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, because I do see, you know, like a 76, 78, 79 overall. But these are guys that are going to progress, you know, over the next few years, assuming we can retain them. So, yes, guys, we are going to go ahead and simulate the rest of this NBA season. Currently a 13-15 team. We do have the 27-point per game score D'Lo on the team now, though. See what him and Blake Griffin can do. Hopefully, Andre Drummond losing his rebounding abilities does not affect this team too much. But I think we'll be just fine, guys. Let's go ahead and simulate this season and see just how good this new look Pistons team can really do. Okay, so a final record of 37-44. Definitely not a good season right here, guys. But I think a lot of that can be chalked up to, for one, you know, you no longer have the point guard that's been running the show for the past like 4 or 5 years or whatever it's been with Reggie Jackson. Andre Drummond's no longer on the team. You got a lot more of a younger team out there. D'Angelo Russell, of course, is only 23. So, you know, he has to go out there and learn a whole new system mid-season. It's just not like ideal chemistry-wise, man. So I think like an off-season away, just to go out there, fill in the right pieces that we need to, and just this team really coming together is going to help things out a lot. We didn't make the playoffs as the 8th spot. We do have Milwaukee again, which probably sounds like a sweep to me, but that's what it was last time at least. But well, I don't know, man. Who knows? So we can be able to do something. So to end the season, we do have D'Lo at 27 points, 8 assists per game, so definitely excited about him. Blake Griffin at about 20.7 rebounds, 5 assists. That is like a duo That actually really excites me there, man. Like, that could be something out there. Derrick Rose at 18 points, just like proving, like, yo, Crispy, run me at point guard, put D'Lo at the 2 spot. Olynyk was very nice off the bench. We got Willie Cauley-Stein at 11 points, 9 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block per game. I think that's all the Pistons really need at that center spot. Winslow, good all-around numbers out there. Bruce Brown did fine. Luke Kennard did fine. So, yeah, man. Let's go ahead and simulate these playoffs, see how they go. Not really expecting a lot. If we get 1 playoff win, I'll be happy. Oh, there we go, man. We got 1 playoff win, so it's better than last year, man. Improvement. Definitely improvement. And, yeah, we do lose 4 games to 1, though. Closeout game 44 for Giannis, just no real answer for him. And then we do have 29, 6, and 10 for D'Lo, 29 for Blake Griffin. So, really the only downfall of this right here about, like, the team, like, not being successful this season is that Blake Griffin is a year older. I mean, in terms of 2K, it's not that big a deal. In terms of real life, you don't really know how a guy who's athletic like that, how his game's going to start to get affected. Of course, he's changed his game up over the last, like, season or 2, so maybe he'll just be fine. But, yeah, guys, here we go, man. We are going to go ahead, hit up staff signing. We still got Dwayne Casey. You know what? Dwayne Casey, he's cool. But I think we need Michael KrispyFlakes Stafer for this video, guys, to really get this team to the level I want to get it to. So we're going to go ahead and sign him up. He signs the contract. There we go. Okay, so NBA draft. I think this is the year the Warriors would have our draft pick. So we might have a second-round pick at least. But, yeah, we don't have a single draft pick, which is cool. I don't care really all that much. We don't need another young player on this team. No rookies, of course, to sign. Team player options. Willie Cauley-Stein actually declined his player option. So did Kelly Olynyk. So I guess it makes sense that Willie would. He was only getting $2 million. Luke Kennard will bring back Svi. Devontae Graham will let him walk away. Even Svi, I'm not really using it all, so I'll let him walk. Just save the little bit of money we can. Thon Maker, I'm sick of that, dude. He basically just 7'3" Stanley Johnson at this point, man. So that's who he was traded for. So yeah, free agent-wise, as you guys can see, not too much going on there. We do have bird rights on Kelly Olynyk, so I think we definitely want to bring him back to the team on the 3-year deal. Willie Cauley-Stein, though, that's going to be another issue. I don't think we have rights to him. And no, we do not. And we simply cannot afford to bring Willie Cauley-Stein back. So that is a risk you take with this type of trade right there, right, man? But yeah, we are going to get Kelly Olynyk back. And yeah, so Willie Cauley-Stein is just not going to be on the team, which is kind of unfortunate, man, because, I would look forward to him being on the squad, but if you can't afford him, you can't afford him, right? At this point, yeah, Thon Maker, I don't want Thon Maker on my team. And it looks like the Warriors might be taking a little bit of risk right here, as Andre Drummond has 14 other offers out there, so it's a matter of what they're willing to really invest in him. But let's go ahead and get out of the moratorium period real quick here, guys. So we do got Kelly Olynyk back. Might just end up being our starting center. We'll see about that. I don't really love the idea of that, but we'll see, man. Might make some trades. Kenneth Faried would be interesting in a small ball lineup. Mason Plumlee, what type of numbers did he put up last season? 9 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block per game. Okay. Once again, man, I think that's all the Pistons need is just somebody that, a big body in the middle like that. So hopefully we can get him on the squad. And yes, we do. But besides for that, man, not really a lot of money right here to make big-time changes. So I think what I'm going to do is simulate to the beginning of the regular season. Might check out some low-key trades, see how I can continue to improve the lineup. Hopefully, Justice Winslow's like an 80 overall now. Hopefully, D'Lo continues to progress like a 90 overall. Let's see what we can do. Okay, guys, so this is the team to begin the regular season. I'm going with a bold choice right here. I'm actually going to start Derrick Rose at the shooting guard spot. So I'm still allowing D'Lo to go out there, be the main point guard of this team. And Derrick Rose, I'm hoping by playing like a little off ball, not really having the ball in his hands as much, maybe he'll do like some more catch and shooting out there and just things that will allow him to stay on the court without getting injured. So yeah, man, I don't know. It's just like, I feel like as the new GM of this team, I got to give Derrick Rose a chance just to prove that he is a starter yet again, man. I mean, last season, 18 points. Like, he's averaging 18 points. Really his only downfall was that little stint on Cleveland and the Minnesota T-Wolves. But besides that, man, this guy's game is not really, it's regressed. Don't get me wrong there, man. But, like, he's still a fantastic player, so I got to give him the start. The bench unit is looking like this. Not bad. I do want to get we got Michael Carter-Williams. I think he'll probably actually be fine. I guess we got Kyrie Thomas who we're not really using. So let me do this. Let me go trade finder. And Kyrie Thomas, maybe it gets a chance to show what he can do on the Pistons eventually. But for this video, he's not going to. And Thon Maker's also back. He accepted his qualifying offer. He has a no trade clause. So he's kind of stuck on the team here. But I'm going to do a trade of Kyrie, Michael Carter, and a future second round pick. And see if I can get myself like a really good, point guard out there. just see what we can do with that. So far, nothing really being offered up that's even worth even talking about. Oh my God, man. Come on, give us some. Yo, TJ? I'll take TJ McConnell. Not going to look at the rest. Going to do that trade. Okay, there we go. I was just trying to get somebody for us out there just to give D-Rose and D-Low. I like that, man. D-Rose and D-Low. A little bit of a break. And yeah, 10-man rotation, that sounds good to me out there, man. It's definitely, we want Derrick Rose playing too many minutes out there. But let's go ahead up the minutes of our star players. We are going to go with D-Lo at like 37. I'm playing a lot. Blake Griffin at about 33. I guess we'll kind of take away some more minutes here. I feel bad like Luke Kennard's starting to like kind of teeter out of the rotation, which he definitely shouldn't, but he doesn't progress in 2K like I do think he will in real life anyway. Let's get Zeller at about 28, and we'll get Justice at a few more men. Justice for all, baby. All right, at about 30. Now I gotta get D-Rose more minutes than Justice Winslow. Let's not kid around. We'll get D-Rose at about 30 right there, man. And just like a few less minutes here. Nick can play multiple positions, so Mason don't gotta play all too many minutes out there at that center spot. Yeah, Winslow at about 30, and then 34 for Blake Griffin. That is going to be the final starting lineup for the second season, guys. System proficiency, we got 3-star pace and space, and it looks like actually the 7-second offense is looking better. Let's go ahead and run that, just because who knows. And also D-Lo's rating, he is now 89 overall, man. So yeah, he's still got 3 years left. Blake Griffin, I think, has a player option after this season. Yes, he does. He's only 31 too. It's not like he's extremely old. I mean, he's getting up there, but not too bad. So yeah, let's go ahead, simulate this second NBA season. The goal is to be like a 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. I still think we're about a year away, but we'll see about that, man. And yeah, see what this team can do. Okay, guys, so 45 wins on the season. Not going to lie, like around like the December time, my team was kind of teetering around 500. So I was really considering looking at trades for Blake Griffin and just kind of like going like full on youth with this team. But I was like, I'm going to hold back. I'm going to hold back on the season, see how we do. And the record's definitely not bad. What were we, like mid 30 wins last season? So a nice like plus 10 win season right there, man. But yeah, so was definitely holding off on that. I don't really want to trade Blake Griffin, but at the same time, it's like, well, the team's not really proving to win games, then it might have to be like an inevitable thing out there we gotta do. So we get the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference, which I said was like my prediction for this season anyway. Let's go to the player stats real quick here. Wow, D-Lo's scoring went down. I don't know. Maybe it's because, I guess we did have, D-Rose at the shooting guard spot instead of having Bruce Brown, who doesn't take a ton of shots at the shooting guard spot. So I guess that does make sense. But regardless, the efficiency still career high there, man. 3-point shot, absolutely pristine at about 45%. So yeah, no complaints. Blake Griffin, actually a really solid season. 22, 8, and 5. Derrick Rose, numbers actually down. Kind of surprisingly enough. I guess the assist is up a little bit, but yeah, the scoring actually down. Efficiency up, so kind of confused there. I guess maybe he was being more selective with his shots, and I guess the ball not in his hands as much. Olynyk, Justice Winslow, kind of been a little bit disappointing. Like mostly Justice Winslow's been kind of disappointing on this team. I don't know why. Just not really, his scoring's not really where I wanted it to be at. Like Bruce Brown, I would have been fine with him just starting at small forward and just kind of rolling with that. But yeah, man. So playoffs, first round, we do have the Boston Celtics. Let's go ahead and simulate the round here, see how this goes. It would be nice to win a playoff series, but being the lower seed, it's not looking too good for us here, man. So yeah, we did get eliminated once again, 4-1. What I'm going to probably do is Blake Griffin drops 42 points. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick build for this final season. Kind of want this video to get too long for you guys. So what I'm going to do is do the next off-season off camera, and then I'm going to update you guys, with trades, anything I do out there. I might not make any moves. I might just switch up the rotation to the best of my ability, man. But we do have the Houston Rockets winning it all. So yes, I will see you guys at the beginning of next regular season with some updates on the moves I make. Okay, guys, so a few moves have been made to switch up the dynamic of this team. Let me note real quick here, guys, that Derrick Rose, I was not able to re-sign him because I did not have bird rights to him, guys, and he wanted a larger contract than what I was able to afford. So we made some trades to improve this team. The trades that I made here, guys, I just did 3 moves. So we traded Justice Winslow, Cody Zeller, and a future first round pick, and Mason Plumlee over to the Utah Jazz, who had Steven Adams. So we got him on the team. Also, Bojan Bogdanovic. So, a little older, but still just a nice offensive option at the small forward spot. A little floor spacing, which Justice Winslow was not really doing for us. Steven Adams did have a bit of a large contract, but I was okay with taking that on. I then traded Tyreek Evans, Omari Caspi, and a future. Oh my God. Okay, I don't know what I did, bro. Okay. Oh my God. Bro, I screwed it up, man. What I do? Okay, here we go. Yes, I traded Tyreek, Omari, and a second-round pick. You guys will not believe that KrispyFlakes did this, but I decided to bring bitch-ass Monroe back to the Detroit Pistons as a backup center, man, because, you know, it's been a few years since I've even really seen this guy. But he had some good seasons on the Pistons. So, you know, as a backup, we didn't really have a lot of other options out there. It was fine. I also went out there and re-signed TJ McConnell, who was a free agent before the season started right here. Got him to a pretty decent deal, you know, one-year contract, like about $4.5 million. But yeah, Monroe, it's like, you know, we'll see what he can do for us out there, man. Like I said, he was pretty good for the Detroit Pistons back in the day. And we currently had a rookie, Oscar Thishibiri, who is a good finisher. Good for him, man. But yeah, we needed something else out there. So, yes, this is what the final lineup is looking like for this rebuild. It's a really nice team. It's a good, strong bench. We'll see if he can go out there and can finish, man, because we have not been able to get past the first round. If we get to the Eastern Conference Finals, I will consider this rebuild a success. Let's go ahead and simulate this third and final season and see what this Detroit Pistons team can really do. Okay, so a record of 55-26, one more game against the Boston Celtics. Definitely happy about that, guys. Being over that 50 win range again as a Pistons fan would definitely be big time. I'm pretty sure Curry won MVP every single season in this video right here. I'm just going to point that out real quick. We got myself, Michael KrispyFlakes Stafer, as Coach of the Year, which means we are probably the first seed in the Eastern Conference, and we might even have the best overall record in the entire NBA. But yes, we are the first seed there, guys, and I guess we'll see if we do have the best record, just out of curiosity. So, yeah, league standings, 56-26. Okay, the Lakers actually got the best record out there. Player stats, though. D'Lo, 27 points, 9 assists. So now that he's in the backcourt again with Bruce Brown, the scoring is definitely back to what it was that one season. Now a 93 overall player. And keep in mind, man, we still got him locked up for 2 more seasons. Blake Griffin continues to impress. Bogdanovic right there, man, was a very nice player. You know, 84 overall, 13 points. I mean, solid enough, right? Steven Adams did his job. Bruce Brown did this job. And actually, these two guys on the court together actually gives me some really good promise for this team defensively. Then the bench unit, once again, man, even bitch-ass Monroe, you know, 8.6 rebounds. Man, I can't believe I brought him back to the team there, guys. Just very unorthodox thing for me to do, you know, as a person of my nature that does not like Greg Monroe. Okay, first round, Toronto Raptors. I at least want to get, oh, not Simcast. Yeah, simulate round. I at least want to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's at least get to the second round, man. I think we had troubles with that, didn't we? I think we got there last season, but it did not end nice for us. I think we actually lost to the Boston Celtics as we get a second chance against them. D'Lo, 35 points, 10 assists, 23 for Pascal Siakam. All right, next up, Boston. Simulate round here. Come on, guys. Let's get past the Boston Celtics. We can do this. 2-1, 2-2 series, 3-2, and we win in 7 games, man. We are in the Eastern Conference Finals. D'Lo playing clutch at 38 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and 4 steals. All right, here we go. Brooklyn Nets. Simulate round here, guys. See how this goes. And it's not looking okay. 3-3, and we just lost in a 7-game series to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. You know, they're a better team. I ain't gonna front, man. That right there is a better team than my Detroit Pistons in this video. So I'm not totally, you know, upset about that. I mean, of course, the goal of these rebuilds is to, you know, go out there and win a championship. But also, in the end of the day, man, it's like you gotta know what you got out there. And I know that this team currently has a 26-year-old point guard who's just entering his prime. Like, he's just hitting, like, the peak of his career. So the team would be good in the future, man. You know, Kevin Durant getting older and stuff like that in this video. So, I mean, I don't doubt for a second that this team, if I kept on going, would eventually win the championship over the next, you know, 1-2 seasons. But yeah, man, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. There's no guarantee a guy like D'Lo is getting traded to the Pistons. It's just, you know, when I see rumors like this, it just makes for a fun what if. Like, I know people get upset saying, there's no way the Golden State Warriors would do so. Guys, my channel is about having fun, checking out some different scenarios, and just kind of chilling, bro. So if you chill like me, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out.